Hi, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to go ahead and we are going to look at monopoly. Okay. When we talk about monopoly from the side of, from the point of view of numericals, we have the following questions which can be ever asked. Let me just list those down. First, we should know what is the profit maximization condition of monopoly. Second, we should know what is learner's index. Third, we need to know the types of discrimination. Fourth, we need to know one question on natural monopoly, right? Fifth, we need to know deadweight loss, consumer surplus, producer surplus in monopoly. These are the kind of questions which can be asked in your exam. Okay. So we'll take one at a time. So सबसे पहले we want to do profit maximization. अब जब हम एक मोनोपोली का बात करते हैं, when we talk about a monopoly, then that's extra. I mean, these are, I am just telling you the topics which have a very high chance of coming. Huh? So when we talk about profit maximization condition, beta, this is an AR curve. This is an MR curve. A monopolist has separate AR and MR curve, right? Sorry, I didn't get price discrimination, natural monopoly, and this. These are the topics. We'll do them, don't worry. Profit maximization. So when we talk about profit maximization, first of all, understand that for a monopolist, unlike perfect competition, in a perfect competition, we have the same AR and MR curve. AR is equal to MR. But for a monopolist, AR is greater than MR. So when we have a marginal cost curve, suppose ये मेरा marginal cost curve है, we know yesterday's class में we saw that profit will be maximum where MR is equal to MC. माने profit will be maximum here where MR is equal to MC. And when price is what? AR was called as the price curve because what is AR? Average revenue is total revenue divided by quantity. Total revenue is price into quantity divided by quantity. So this will be nothing but price. So my average revenue is the price, right? So when I take this quantity to average revenue, I will get the price, right? Taking quantity to average revenue, I will get the price. Okay. So remember that quantity you get by equating MR equal to MC, but price you get from a different curve. That is the reason we say that there is no supply curve of monopolist. There is no supply curve of monopolist. क्योंकि वहां पर marginal cost curve supply curve इसलिए था, it was the supply curve because it was showing combination of price and quantity. Isn't it? When we were in perfect competition, wherever price was intersecting the marginal cost curve, we were getting the quantity. P equal to MC condition was there, right? But here that is not the thing. Here MR and MC are meeting at this different point to give you the quantity, and you're getting price from a separate curve, not from marginal cost curve. So there is no supply curve of a monopolist. Okay. So now, beta, we'll take the first numerical. All of you will first do it yourself, then I will tell you the answer. So let's say P is equal to 100 minus 2Q. ठीक है, एक ही monopolist है तो capital Q and small q does not make a difference. There is just one firm in the market. So suppose the cost curve is say 20Q plus 40. ठीक है, you have to tell me profit maximizing, price, quantity, and maximum profit. Give it a try, all of you. Okay, how about others? ठीक है, let's give it a try. So beta, first we will find MR. अच्छा, very recently I saw this in the Telegram group. One of you were solving, but ये बहुत common है. Many of you do this mistake. Just listen to me very carefully before I do this question. क्या हुआ? So you were given Q is equal to 100 minus 2P. ठीक है, ये suppose ये function दिया हुआ है. What I noticed is that one of you found out total revenue as price into quantity. तो आपने ना quantity को ही you replaced it here. And you got here 100p minus 2p square. And फिर marginal revenue के लिए you differentiated total revenue with respect to price. अभी बहुत recently I saw this in the group. I highlighted that also. But this is wrong. टोटल रेवेन्यू का डेफिनेशन है प्राइस इनटू क्वांटिटी, बट टोटल रेवेन्यू को हम हमेशा वी ऑलवेज राइट टोटल रेवेन्यू एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ क्वांटिटी. व्हाई? क्योंकि मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इज द डेफिनेशन इज हाउ टोटल रेवेन्यू चेंजेस as output or quantity changes. And as we change the production, how the output, when I go ahead and I change the output or I change the production, I produce one more unit, how much extra revenue I earn, that is marginal revenue. So marginal revenue is how total revenue changes when quantity changes. You cannot differentiate this with respect to P. You have to convert this. So अगर ऐसा दिया है तो you will write P is equal to 100 minus Q by 2. It will be 50 minus Q by 2. This will be P. So my total revenue will be price into quantity. माने whatever this is. Huh? तो 50 minus Q by 2 into Q. 50Q minus Q square by 2. This will be my total revenue. Don't do this mistake. बहुत जल्दी में sometimes you do this mistake. We cannot. ठीक है? Okay, come back to the question. तो अब हमें पहले we should find the total revenue first. तो my total revenue will be price into quantity. बेटा प्राइस विल बी 100 माइनस 2Q, क्वांटिटी विल बी Q, माने 100Q माइनस 2Q स्क्वायर. तो marginal revenue will be how total revenue changes as quantity changes, 100 minus 4Q. ठीक है. अब हम निकाल लेंगे what is going to be our marginal cost. तो marginal cost is how total cost changes as quantity changes. So it is going to be 20. Now we have to equate marginal revenue to marginal cost. So 100 minus 4Q equal to 20. 80 is equal to 4Q. Q is equal to 80 by 4, 20. ये आपका quantity आ गया. You get this as your quantity. Now we have to find the price. तो price के लिए you will put it in this function. You will get it as 100 minus 2 times quantity क्या है बेटा 20. 100 minus 40 minus 60. So you get your quantity as 20 and price as 60. ठीक है. अब you have to find the profit. So price into quantity minus cost. तो प्राइस है हमारा 60, क्वांटिटी है 20, 60 into 20 and put Q in the cost function. What will be your cost? So it is going to be 20 into 20 plus 40, 840. Okay, so this will be 1200 minus 840. Whatever answer you will get. Acha, one thing I have to highlight here. Sorry, this will be 440. My bad. So this will be minus 440. Whatever answer you get here. Okay. One thing I have to highlight here. Listen to me very carefully. Question number 2. So P is 100 minus 2Q. Cost is 20Q plus 1400. Find profit maximizing price, quantity and maximum profit. Now what will happen? Give it a try. Everything is same. So what will be the answer? But what will be quantity? Leave everything. What will be profit maximizing quantity? अच्छा listen, ध्यान से देखना. So look at these figures that I'm making. देखो, this is my total revenue curve. This is my total cost curve. ठीक है? This is where the gap between TR and TC, TR is more than TC, TR, total revenue is more, total cost is less. And the gap between TR and TC is maximum. माने I have maximum profits. ठीक है? This is where my profits are zero because TR and TC are equal. यहाँ पे भी the gap between TR and TC can be maximum, but cost is more than revenue, which means my profits are negative. Okay. Now I go a bit below and I make diagram number 2. I take this zeros here and I make a profit function. Okay. This is where my profit is maximum and positive. Maximum and positive. This is where my profits are negative. Okay. Now, in this question, no doubt, when you equate your MR to MC, you get your quantity as, what quantity you getting? 20. ठीक है. You get your price as 60. Okay. No problem. But tell me something. When I put this quantity in my profit function, I am getting negative profit. If my profit is negative, is there any reason I should operate in the market? I will not operate. I will operate only if my profit is positive. Negative profit, I don't want to operate. So the moment I notice that my profit is negative, shouldn't the firm shut down? If the firm shuts down, then my optimum quantity is simply 0. Isn't it? If I am not able to earn a positive profit, loss mein, why will I keep operating? Why will I produce 20 units every time if I am incurring a loss? Why will my profit maximizing condition, why will my quantity be 20? Why will I mark 20? I should not mark 20. Every time I produce 20 units, I am getting a negative profit. The aim of monopolist is to earn positive profit, is to make profit. With negative profit, there is no reason for operation. So the monopoly should shut down. Okay? So answer should be 0 units. The monopoly will exit the market. इसीलिए प्रॉफिट निकालना बहुत जरूरी है. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू चेक द प्रॉफिट ऑफ द मोनोपोलिस्ट. अच्छा चलो एक और देखते हैं अब. तो लेट्स से यू आर गिवन अ डिमांड कर्व और डिमांड कर्व दिया हुआ है P इक्वल टू 50 माइनस Q. दिस इज द डिमांड कर्व. ओके, यू आर गिवन मार्जिनल cost as 10. Calculate learners index at profit maximizing output. अच्छा, इसको एक और तरीके से भी people can ask in exam. So I will write the other wording also. Calculate markup at profit maximizing आउटपुट। गिव इट अ ट्राई बेटा, ट्राई करो। Others, there is this, I mean, I think I've done a little silly mistake there. ठीक है, लेट्स सी। हाँ, देखो, मेथड 1, in method 1 we'll find total revenue. It will be price into quantity. We'll find marginal revenue, differentiate total revenue with respect to quantity. We'll equate marginal revenue to marginal cost, and we'll get quantity as 20. ठीक है? Of course, we can find price, put 20 here, and price आ जाएगा 30. अच्छा, अब देखो that P is equal to 50 minus Q, है ना? तो what is the formula of elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand is dq by dp into p by q, है ना? So it will be dq by dp. If I differentiate this, अगर मैं यहाँ से करूँ differentiate throughout with respect to p, so I'll get 1 is equal to 0 minus dq by dp. So I'll get dq by dp is equal to minus 1. And price is what? 30. And quantity is what? 20. तो प्राइस की जगह 30 एंड क्वांटिटी की जगह 20, तो -3/2. एंड व्हाट इज लर्नर्स इंडेक्स? लर्नर इंडेक्स हो जाता है -1 बाय इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, राइट? तो माने -1 बाय -3/2, तो 2/3, या तो ऐसे कर लो, और you can use the other formula of learners index. That learners index will be P minus MC by P. Price is 30. Marginal cost is 10. Price is 30. Again 2/3. Do it by any way you want. So the learners index is P minus MC by P, and it is 1 by elasticity of demand. अच्छा, यहाँ पे there are two ways. अगर आप elasticity of demand absolute value में लिखते हो, then there is no need to put a negative sign. This can also be written as 1 upon elasticity of demand in absolute value. तो भी चलेगा, right? And otherwise you can simply use this one. Both are fine. अब question said find markup. Markup is always given in percentage terms. सो इफ आई हैव टू फाइंड मार्कअप, अगर मुझे इसमें मार्कअप निकालना है, तो व्हाट विल आई गो अहेड एंड व्हाट विल आई से, 2/3 into 100, that means approximately 67%. So the monopolist earns a markup of 67%. Monopolist 67% का markup earn कर रहे हैं. Okay? Is it clear? हाँ, exactly. If they ask you find the value of markup, तो markup का value है 20 rupees. ठीक है, अगर वो absolute terms में if they ask you how much markup you're charging, so markup is nothing but P minus MC, माने 30 minus 10 माने 20. ये सब पॉसिबल, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर पॉसिबल इन एग्जाम. कुछ भी एक चीज दे कैन गो अहेड एंड दे कैन आस्क यू. ओके, सो लेट्स गो अहेड एंड टेक द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ऑल ऑफ यू गिव इट अ ट्राई. अब हम कर रहे हैं फर्स्ट डिग्री प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. फर्स्ट डिग्री प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वो प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है इन विच ईच कंज्यूमर pays exactly equal to their willingness to pay. ठीक है, सो आई विल पे, अगर इफ माई विलिंगनेस टू पे इज 40 rupees, आई विल पे 40. योर विलिंगनेस टू पे इज 50 rupees, you will pay 50, as long as the marginal cost of the monopolist is covered. माने अगर किसी का विलिंगनेस टू पे 10 rupees है and the marginal cost of monopolist is 20, then monopolist will not sell you, क्योंकि आप तो सिर्फ 10 पे करना चाह रहे हो एंड उसका मार्जिनल कॉस्ट इज 20. then it does not make sense. So the marginal cost should be covered. As long as that is covered, then every individual will pay according to their marginal cost. अब हम एक क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. So you are given P is equal to 120 minus Q and you are given a cost function as 20Q. क्या क्या करना होगा बेटा? First, find equilibrium output under first degree price discrimination. Second, find consumer surplus, find producer surplus, find deadweight loss. Do it. Markup point. हाँ, तो markup is nothing but the difference between price and marginal cost. जितना हम कॉस्ट के ऊपर चार्ज कर पाते हैं, वो जो डिफरेंस है, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज मार्कअप. है ना? तो P was 30, मार्जिनल कॉस्ट वॉज 10, तो P माइनस मार्जिनल कॉस्ट 20 rupees जो है वो मेरा मार्कअप है. ठीक है, डू दिस. $120. How about others? Find everything ना, find this also. Consumer surplus, producer surplus, dead weight loss, सब करो. अच्छा, एक चीज रह गया, find profit also बेटा. ठीक है. Okay, okay. Let's try together. So, anyone else wants to write in chat? We are done.